When performing a movement in the gym, you have two main phases of a lift. You have the concentric movement and you have the eccentric movement. Now, this is why it's very key to know what muscle groups you're actually working in a particular exercise. For example, a goblet squat, the main prime mover in a goblet squat is going to be your quads. So when we reference what phase of the squat you're in, it's going to be in relation to the quads. Now, I said a concentric phase is when you are shortening the muscle. And the eccentric phase is when you're lengthening the muscle. So if you was to take a goblet squat and we was to come down, as I squat down, thinking about my quad, as I come further down, what is actually happening is my quads are lengthening. So this is the eccentric phase, the loading phase, okay? So as I come down, the eccentric phase, quads are lengthening, and as I come back up, my quads are getting shorter with the muscle, okay? So, why is this important? Tempo, all right? So when we think about the tempo of a movement, we don't just want to come into our list and we're just doing the reps and we're repping it out. We want there to be some control. We want there to be purpose and we want there to be intention with everything in which we do in the gym. So the tempos in which we typically go for is a slow loading phase, a slow eccentric phase. Then we're going to have a quicker concentric phase, okay? So what that may look like is 3, 2, 1, 1 second back up, okay? 3, 2, 1, 1 second back up. And this is what we talk about tempo, controlling that negative and then really powering through the top. Now, when it comes to your programming, you'll typically see 4 numbers, okay? This depends on the exercise. For a goblet squat, the first number is the pause at the top. So as we're about to start our exercise. The second number is the eccentric phase, so that loading phase, so how long it's going to take us to get down to the bottom. The third number is how long we stay at the bottom, so that's the pauses. And then the fourth number, how long it's going to take us to get to the bottom, back to the top. So if we saw 4 numbers for the tempo, which said 1 second at the top, 3 seconds on the way down, 2 second pause, and then 1 second on the way back up, what that'll look like for 1, we don't really spend much time here, it's just a brace, 3 seconds down, 3, 2, 1, 2 second pause, 2, and then 1 second up, and bring that back up. And that is what tempo looks like for a goblet squat. Make sure we're keeping that locked in. When we're lifting, we're not just going through the motion, but we're purposely and intentionally lifting with purpose.